There's one inescapable fact about sex. There's a lot of it about. Basically, I suppose there's 3 stages. Thinking about it. Doing it. And remembering it. Surely there must be more to marriage than sex. And yet Mum went bananas when she found out about Dad and that Beryl Marston. Oh, but after all he did was sleep with her. I'm not saying that was the only thing wrong with her marriage, but the more I think about it, the more I'm determined they should give it another try. Excuse me. There are times when one simply has to think of oneself. Hello?
See her everywhere you go. All her merchandise on show. Who's a dirty so-and-so? That Beryl Marston. Beryl Marston. Who wears sensitive Who gets gas to pay the bill? Who would mommy like to kill? That Beryl Marston. Beryl Marston. Beryl Marston. I don't know why you're worrying, you know, Harvey. There's hardly any grey showing through.
There's hardly any hair showing through. But what is left is definitely fading, and I've decided that the new me is going to be distinguished but youthful.
Like Ronald Reagan.
Haven't you read the paper? He doesn't colour his hair. He's just blessed by nature. The less fortunate amongst us have to resort to artifice to look our best.
Yeah, why all this sudden care about your appearance? I mean, you're even wearing a suit today. Haven't been to a funeral, have you?
No, I have not. No, the fact is, Georgie, I've realised I've rather let myself go lately since Nigel left. You know, slopping about the place in dressing gown and slippers. But all that is going to change. The fact is, I've met someone. Someone I think will be rather special. He's coming to dinner tonight.
Oh, I'm so glad, Harvey. I've got a date tonight, too.
Oh, have you really? Who with?
Well, you're never going to believe this.
My dear, after what I've been through, I believe anything.
Jerry.
Jerry?
Now, steady. You'll turn out piebald.
You're a fool to yourself. You know that, don't you?
I know, maybe. But you know, Harvey, well, what I miss most is that Jerry and I used to have such fun.
I used to look like Ronald Coleman. But what's past is past.
You never look like Ronald Coleman.
Well, I did if I wore a trilby. I hope you got the right colour. Remember last time? I had to wear a turban for at least a fortnight.
Oh, dear. Sun-kissed brown, eh? I see. Sit with your back to the light, you won't look a day over 45.
I've warned you about being bitchy. You'll ruin your looks.
Oh, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, don't I know it. You know when things started going wrong between me and Nigel? When he got contact lenses. Do you think, Georgie, you could give me some silver streaks at the temple? That would look awfully distinguished.
Oh, Harvey, I'm not Vidal Sassoon, you know. Look, why don't you have it professionally coloured? My hairdresser would do it for you.
What, sit in a lady's hairdresser having my hair coloured? It feels such a poof.
Oh, hello, darling.
Hello, Phil.
Hi, Mum. Hello, Harvey. There's one thing you can say about my home life. It's certainly not conventional. I thought you said you wouldn't let her touch your hair again. Your face a Mum took the heated rollers out.
It was not my fault last time. Said on the packet, auburn with gold highlights. I mean, how was I to know he'd turn out looking like Lucille Ball?
I'm counting on practice makes perfect.
A coffee?
Oh, lovely.
Dying for a cup.
Thanks.
Anyway, what are you two doing home this early?
Oh, it's Wednesday, half-day closing.
Oh, yes, of course.
One afternoon of the week when the world has to do without my seaweed junket and your mother's ceramic cucumber.
Would you mind if I had something to eat now?
Huh?
I'm not going to be in for supper this evening.
Oh, why?
Oh, well, I would have thought I'd take our job for a walk.
Well, and that's why you're missing supper? Oh, come on. What's the real reason?
What if I tell you something, in the strictest confidence, will you promise not to laugh?
Rather depends on whether or not it's funny.
No, of course not, darling. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Scout's honour. Dib, dib, dib.
Dib, dib, dib.
Well, that's what the scouts say.
How would you know?
Neither you mind.
Oh, sorry, Phil, sorry. What is it you want to tell us?
Well, The thing is, Rorum, Corum, Sant Divorum, Harum, Scarum, Devo, Tag, Rag, Merry, Derry, Periwig, Hadband, Hitcock, Corum, Jenny, Tivo.
He hasn't been sniffing your nail varnish, has
It's a poem by John O'Keefe. It was his way of saying he was in love. And so am I.
he? Oh, I can't bear it. I have enough coping with your mother as it is.
I met her yesterday evening. I came straight home and took down my poster of Bo Derek.
Oh, that takes me back.
Oh, did you have a poster of Doris Day?
No, Gregory Peck.
Can't you ever take anything seriously? Do you know, I wish I'd never told you.
Oh.
Making jokes to get through life isn't such a bad idea, you know, Phil.
No. You know, darling, when I was your age...
Oh, don't give me that when I was your age, Junk. When you were my age, Mum, you were apparently making as big a mess of your life as you are now.
Phil? Phil? Oh, hello, darling.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Harvey.
Hello, dear.
You're letting her do your hair again. It was hilarious last time.
Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings cometh forth truth.
How was school, darling?
Oh, not too bad. Roman history this afternoon. Gosh, do you know what Caligula got up to?
Yes, I'm afraid he gave us all a very bad name. Oh,
Oh, hasn't he gone?
no, he's still out there, tearing clumps out of your creeping Jenny. Oh, here he comes. Quick, quick, try and behave as if nothing's happened.
Oh, yes.
Keep young and beautiful. It's your duty to be beautiful. Keep young and beautiful. Da da dee da da da. Da 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 da. Da da dee da 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 da. Dee dee da 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 da.
Hi.
Oh! Do you know something, Flower? Your mother and I are so glad you didn't run away to sea.
I'm not.
Madam, on with your homework.
That's that for another evening. Algebra. If our maths teacher wasn't so good looking, I don't know how I'd get through the lesson. That smells good. Is it Caribbean? Chicken Creole.
The nearest I've been to the Caribbean is when I buy a coconut for Christmas. No, it's chips, mushy peas, and fish fingers.
Oh, great. My favourite. Will you give me a call when it's ready? I'm just going to go and watch television.
Okay.
Mum, you look smashing. Even Dad should fancy you in that.
Darling, I don't want your dad to fancy me.
Well, Georgie, the way you look, you'd never guess it.
Oh, look, I'm just having a friendly dinner with my ex-husband for old time's sake.
Looking like that, your old times could have a future. Now, what's the real reason?
Oh, pride. Spot of Beryl bashing. Proving to myself that if I can say Pax, I no longer care. And last but not least, a chance to eat a meal that I haven't cooked. Oh, there's my taxi. I better be going. Look, don't wait supper for Phil. He's out. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye, Annie, and thanks very, very much for coming in this
That's
evening.
all right. Hey, knock him cold.
Annie Marshall, I'm not about to become my ex-husband's mistress. Though on second thoughts, it'd probably be a damn sight more fun than it was being his wife.
Bye.
Somebody loves me. I wonder who. I wonder who it can be. 2, 3, 4. Right. Oh, blast.
I'm finished with women.
I didn't know you'd be gone.
Do you know Jerome K. Jerome said?
Not offhand. Look,
Love
Phil.
is like the measles. We all have to go through it. Well, I have, and I've had it right up to here. That's it. Finished. I shall probably become a monk.
Look, Phil, old son. When I was your age, I fell madly in love with this girl. Her name was Josie Gower. She was captain of the girls' netball team. I used to watch them through a gap in the fence. They played in cream blouses and brown Winceyette school knickers. Anyway, I thought she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
And then she fell for another bloke.
Now she got a crush on the gym mistress. The point is this, Phil. I thought I'd never get over it. Then the next year, I met your mother.
And look what happened.
Yes. Like a beer.
Thanks.
Want to tell me about it, son? Lively beer, that.
I met her last night. Jane had gone to the guys. I really wish she wouldn't. She looks terrible in that uniform. Mum made me take Oddjob out, and then I met her. She was walking her dog, too. We talked about the world and that sort of thing. Anyway, she said she'd meet me tonight by the Dolphinarium at 7:30. She didn't turn up.
7:30? Good God, it's only 7:50 now, Phil. Get back there. Remember, you're a bodley, Phil. Now, the first thing you've got to understand about women is they're never on time. Go.
Okay,
I only hope that still applies to your mother. Oh, Georgie. Sorry, I'm late. Where are you sitting?
Mr. Bodley?
Yes.
Ah, he's arrived then. Would you like a drink, sir?
Yes, I'll have a whiskey and soda, please, and same again for the lady. Have you been waiting long?
About 15 minutes. So far, I've had 1 inquiry, 2 suggestions, and 3 propositions.
That's my girl.
What do you mean by that?
Well, good to know you can still pull them.
You've made some pompous masculine remarks in your time, Jerry Body, that just about takes a biscuit. I've been sitting here for 15 minutes, just bothered by men, and I've never known anything like it. The TUC conference isn't on, is it?
You're a very attractive woman, Georgie.
Oh.
Thank you. If you hadn't been the type to be bothered by men, I wouldn't have married you.
If you hadn't been the type to be bothered by women, I wouldn't have divorced you.
Poor old Phil. I only hope she was still waiting for him when he got back there.
Well, why didn't you tell me that it was Phil who made you late?
I didn't really get a chance, did I? You were too busy complaining about being bothered by men. Mind you, if I bought a dress like that and didn't get bothered, I'd take it back to the shop and demand a refund.
Perhaps that's the story of my life. I always end up with a credit note.
You're great, Georgie. Here's looking at you, kid. Now, what shall we have?
Oh, you order. You know what I like.
Yes, but what do you want to eat?
You're always thinking about sex.
No, I stopped for meals. You really sure you want me to order?
Yes, you've got impeccable taste where food is concerned.
Garçon? Garçon.
You ready to order, sir?
Yes, I think so. We're both going to have the same. Avocado.
They are ripe.
Of course, madam.
Vinaigrette, I think.
Or maybe with prawns.
All right. Avocado with prawns.
No, I was just thinking out loud. No, you were right. Vinaigrette.
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 Then the veal escallops.
Oh, I don't suppose you do them en papillote.
On what?
No, veal en papillote. You know, it's the ham and the mushroom, the finely chopped onion. That little restaurant in Chichester does it like that.
What little restaurant in Chichester?
Oh, you remember. It was the second turning on the right before you get to the theatre, you know. The food was good, but the waiter was grumpy.
There's a surprise.
Oh, yes, I remember. I didn't like it.
What, the little restaurant?
No, the veal.
Oh, well, we won't be having veal en papillote.
You're right, you won't. We don't do it.
Well, what about veal Holstein? Veal cordon bleu?
Look, we'll have 2 steaks, medium rare, with a green salad and a lot of wine.
Thank you, sir. I'll get you the wine list.
Thank you.
Jerry, there was no need to start losing your temper. You've got such a short fuse.
So don't light it. The lady will choose.
Thank you, I will. Oh, yes, a bottle of Chateau Latour, please.
Thank you, madam.
Just a minute. How much is that?
It's £8.50.
What?
I'm buying the wine.
You're not.
I am.
You're not. I invited you out to supper. I'm paying.
Carafe of your house red, please.
There's no need to go to the other extreme. I don't want to drink grotty plonk.
I beg your pardon, sir. We're renowned for the quality of our house wine.
Now, don't
Jerry,
you start.
Jerry, he's just trying to help.
All right. House wine.
Thank you, sir. You're sure?
I'm sure. And so is she.
I was just going to ask if I could have a bread roll. I'm starving. It seems to have taken ages to order.
It does, doesn't it? I wonder why.
You couldn't make up your mind.
Oh, Georgie. Perhaps when we're old and grey, we'll stop arguing, eh?
Well, perhaps when we're old and grey, we won't even know each other.
Then let's not waste time.
No, Jerry, no. You play to win, and I'm not ready to join the game.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
I'm afraid the avocado is off.
After all that, you've got to be kidding.
Sorry, sir.
Well, what's the soup of the day tonight?
Well, I'm not sure, sir. It's a sort of grey colour.
Mole soup?
Georgie.
Sorry,
Please excuse my wife.
ex-wife.
Ex-wife. She has a rather warped sense of humour.
Oh, all right, come on, come on. Now, you tell me what sort of soup could possibly be great.
Well, rabbit, if you left the fur on.
Might be mushroom, sir.
Oh, yeah, then again, it might not.
Would you like to order again, sir?
I don't think I'll risk it. My wife and I are getting on rather well at present.
Ex-wife.
Ex-wife. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
Surely Beryl reminds you.
And why do you always have to bring Beryl?
me.
Oh, listen.
Look, we come for a
Excuse me.
quiet
Don't be
meal.
so
and all you
sensitive
do-
about it.
Food! What do you want for a snack?
Yes, yes,
You can't have it. You don't want it. What the...
Please. Look, why don't we just, move straight to the main course?
Yes, what a good idea. What a good idea. We'll just have the steak.
Grills.
Look, please, Jerry.
Grills take 15 minutes.
Then we'll wait.
Yeah, if we could just have bread rolls.
And the wine.
Large carafe or medium?
Well, how big is the medium?
Small.
Then we'll settle for medium. We'll settle for medium and have the large. Who loves not wine, women, or song, remains a fool his whole life long.
Oh, who said that?
It's on the back of the wine list.
Georgie, you look great in that dress.
Oh, thanks.
Haven't seen it before, have I?
No. I bought it as a gesture the day after we got divorced.
Oh. Where'd you get it from?
Oxfam. No, really, it was this very upmarket lady who was running the shop.
Why on earth did she get rid of it?
She was pregnant.
I'm not surprised. Anyway, it really suits you.
Thank you.
You know, as you were walking out just now, I thought, my God, from behind, Georgie could pass the 20.
Oh, well, all I got to do now is work on my front.
Sorry it's been so long.
Oh.
I'm starving.
Chef's in a terrible mood tonight.
Yes, he's taking it out on the food. Come on, Georgie, let's go.
Oh.
Garçon, the lady and I are leaving. If you're ambitious, so should you.
What should I do with the steaks?
Give it to someone you don't like.
The chef?
Come on, Georgie, I'm going to take you somewhere that's more your style.
Oh. What idea?
Come in and get me, You dirty rat. You think it's me?
Oh, I feel like a shampoo commercial.
No one's sitting here.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
What would you like, darling?
old brandy, I think.
Brandy. Hello, Fred. 2 brandies, please. Large, I think.
You've been a bit of a stranger recently.
Yes, well, you know, work and things.
Funnily enough, someone was asking for you earlier. They hadn't seen you. I think she's still here.
Oh, yes? Who's that?
That Beryl Marston. Jerry?
Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye. Oh, hello, Harvey. Oh, no ding-dong Avon calling.
My dear, this morning I couldn't bear the sound of my ding-dong.
What's happened to your hair colour?
I lost my nerve, here.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers. Well, how did it go?
Harvey, I don't really want to talk about it. I'll just say this, I never thought that I'd ever live to see the day that I'd be thankful to Beryl Marston. She saved me from being an utter fool last night.
Really?
Really.
That's it. You're not going to tell me any more than that?
Nope.
Oh, come on.
No. How was your evening?
Ah. How to describe my evening? Perhaps like the man aboard the Titanic who said, I asked for more ice, but this is ridiculous.
What happened?
Well, the evening started rather well. We're both mad about Gilbert and Sullivan, and I played some records. Georgie, don't misunderstand me. You're my dear friend, my dearest friend, but, well, I didn't realize until last night just how lonely I'd been. It's funny, isn't it, how no one ever dares to admit that they're lonely. It's like some awful disease you fear might be catching. Anyway, after a few records, some drinkies, we had dinner. I'd made a pilaf. My friend didn't realize there were prawns in it until after he'd eaten them.
So?
So my friend is allergic to shellfish. I spent the rest of the evening in the sitting room getting slowly sloshed on a bottle of sparkling rosé. He spent the rest of the evening in the bathroom, being a bad loser.
Was he very ill?
Well, he certainly sounded it. Unless, of course, he was just showing off.
Well, you should have sent for a doctor.
He was a doctor.
Phil!
Phil.
Hello, darling. Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, 2 free study periods. Thought I'd drop in for a cup of coffee.
Oh, I'll make you one in a minute. I'm onto something stronger.
Phil, look, you were so quiet at breakfast, I didn't like to ask you, but I take it she didn't turn up.
Oh, she turned up.
Oh?
If only she hadn't. I couldn't have remembered her as she was.
Oh, I can't bear it all, this unrequited love. Oh, you better lace his tea with Valium. It'll calm him down a bit.
So we were getting along quite well. In fact, well, you know.
Well, no, I don't know.
Well, use your imagination.
Well, that's just the trouble. It's all I got to go on.
Then she started telling me about all these dozens of boys she'd been out with. And I suddenly thought, next week, she could be telling someone about me. And it put me off.
Yeah, well, it would. Well, it would me, I'll tell you.
Jane, what are you doing home from school?
Just on my way to music lesson.
Oh, well, you better bring up a stool and join us. Come on. Well, then. Everything all right?
Fact is, I'm unlucky in love.
Well, you've come to the right place. Join me.
Our maths teacher. He's marrying our domestic science teacher.
Well, at least he should get some good hot meals.
I could never feel the same about a married man.
If only that Beryl Marston had looked at things like that.
All the daddies itch. Who's an irritating witch? Who's the girl we want to ditch? That Beryl Marston. Beryl Marston. The Beryls of this world are always with us. They'll pounce on any unsuspecting chap. And if you leave him even for a weekend, you'll find a Beryl sitting on his lap. Thinks love is just a lark? Who's got morals like a shark? Who's as old as Noah's Ark? That Beryl Marston.